Oh my gosh, those are such big implants, what a nightmare with unlimited wealth at their disposal. Some celebrities chase eternal youth to maintain their allure in the spotlight. This pursuit leads them to undergo numerous plastic surgeries, often pushing beyond reasonable limits, while cosmetic procedures have a long history and are generally safe. Many stars have come to regret their decisions. Some have suffered disfigurements, battled illnesses, and even faced tragic deaths due to procedures gone terribly wrong. From Pete Burns to Janice Dickinson, here are 20 celebrity plastic surgery disasters. Number 20. Pete Burns. Pete Burns, the eccentric frontman of Dead or Alive, is a cautionary tale of plastic surgery gone disastrously wrong. Burns, known for the hit single You Spin Me Round Like a Record, underwent his first surgery in the mid-1980s to fix a broken nose. This procedure marked the beginning of a relentless quest to reshape his face, resulting in nearly 300 surgeries throughout his life. Burns's journey into plastic surgery quickly turned into an obsession. His numerous procedures included 4 nose surgeries, 2 sets of cheek implants, and multiple lip augmentations. One particularly disastrous lip augmentation led to severe infections requiring countless corrective surgeries. The constant cycle of operations left Burns with significant health issues, including blood clots in his heart and lungs due to the medications involved in his surgeries. The emotional toll was equally devastating. Burns described his addiction to surgery as a matter of sanity, not vanity, indicating a deep-seated psychological struggle. Despite the physical and emotional pain, Burns could not break free from the compulsion to alter his appearance. His face became increasingly unrecognizable, leading him to famously remark that he hoped God wouldn't recognize him in heaven. Burns's surgeries were not just physically painful but financially draining as well. He spent a significant portion of his earnings on procedures, often with catastrophic results in a tragic twist. His final years were marred by the consequences of his surgery tooth, which ultimately contributed to his untimely death at 57 from a heart attack. Number 19. Meg Ryan. Meg Ryan, once Hollywood's darling of romantic comedies, experienced a significant career downturn attributed to drastic plastic surgery. Known for her roles in When Harry Met Sally, Sleepless in Seattle, and You've Got Mail, Ryan was beloved for her natural beauty and charming persona. However, her appearance changed dramatically in the mid-2000s, sparking widespread speculation and criticism. Experts and fans alike have pointed to overuse of fillers, Botox, and possibly rhinoplasty as the main culprits behind her altered look. Plastic surgeon Dr. Mark Yusuf speculated that she had too much work done, particularly in her cheeks, making them overly full and giving her a more masculine appearance. This overfilling resulted in smaller looking eyes and a pinched nose tip, significantly changing her once familiar face. Her public appearance at the 2016 Tony Awards was a pivotal moment that ignited these speculations. Fans and media outlets were shocked by her unrecognizable look, comparing her to a Batman villain. Her forehead appeared immobile and her cheeks were unnaturally plump, leading many to believe had undergone extensive surgical procedures. Despite the backlash, Meg Ryan has never confirmed the extent of her cosmetic procedures, maintaining a private stance on the matter. She did, however, retreat from the limelight for several years, which many attributed to the negative attention her appearance garnered. Number 18. Donatella Versace. Donatella Versace, the iconic fashion designer, is a prime example of how plastic surgery can go disastrously wrong. Known for her role as the head of the Versace fashion house, Donatella's transformation over the years has sparked endless speculation and critique. Initially, Donatella's surgery started as subtle enhancements. However, over time, the procedures became more extensive and apparent. Her first noticeable change was after her brother Johnny Versace's tragic death in 1997. By 202, her face appeared drastically different, with experts suggesting the use of fillers, Botox, and facelifts. Despite her admissions to only using Botox, it's widely believed that she underwent multiple facelifts, lip augmentations, and cheek implants. One of the most criticized aspects of her transformation is her lips, often referred to as the trout pout. The overinflated upper lip contrasted sharply with her lower lip, creating an unnatural and unbalanced look. Her cheeks also appeared excessively plump, likely the result of overuse of fillers or implants. Donatella's skin tone transformation added to the dramatic change. Known for her deep tan, she reportedly underwent numerous skin treatments that gave her a permanently bronzed appearance. This, coupled with the tight and smooth look of her face, led to public and media backlash, describing her appearance as wax-like or doll-like. Number 17. LaToya Jackson. LaToya, the fifth of the 10 Jackson siblings, initially rose to fame in the shadow of her brother Michael Jackson. However, her later years have been marked by significant and often controversial alterations to her appearance. Starting in the early 1980s, LaToya began a series of cosmetic procedures. One of the most noticeable changes was to her nose, which underwent several rhinoplasties. These surgeries significantly narrowed her nostrils and altered the bridge of her nose, creating what many describe as a clothespin effect. This transformation was so extreme that her nose appeared smaller and more pinched with each surgery, but it didn't stop there. LaToya also had multiple facelifts, cheek implants, and chin augmentations. The cheek implants gave her an unnaturally wide and PR-ed appearance, a stark contrast to her original features. Her chin also became sharper, resembling the surgical changes her brother Michael had undergone. Further augmentations included Botox injections and lip fillers, which resulted in an overly smooth and somewhat immobile face. This was particularly evident in her forehead and lips, which many commentators have noted look overly plumped and artificial. These changes have often led to comparisons with fictional characters, with some critics going as far as comparing her to the Joker due to her exaggerated facial features. Number 16. Anastasia Paschak. Anastasia Paschak is a Kyiv-born beauty enthusiast whose journey into the world of cosmetic procedures is anything but ordinary. Anastasia has undergone an array of treatments, including Botox, veneers, chin and jaw reshaping, and lipo-suction. While these procedures might sound standard in the beauty industry, the results of her transformation are anything but typical. Anastasia began her cosmetic enhancement adventure at 26 years old, a decision that would take her down a path less traveled. She stands out not just for the procedures she's chosen, but for her daring approach to self-administration. Anastasia has taken it upon herself to perform filler injections, learning the technique from online to tutorials. She claims to maintain strict sterilization standards, administering the substances with the precision and care of a trained medical professional, and her confidence in her abilities is unwavering. Her pursuit of what she views as cosmetic perfection has led her to develop strikingly prominent cheeks, a feature she prides herself on. Anastasia's cheeks are so distinctive that she has even attempted to claim the Title of having the world's most prominent cheeks. In a 2020 interview, she expressed a staunch commitment to continue her self-administered fillers despite warnings from medical experts who have voiced serious concerns about her methods. Number 15. Hang Myoku. Hang Moku's story is a somber tale of addiction and its tragic consequences. Once a successful model and singer, Hang embarked on her plastic surgery journey at the age of 28, driven by her pursuit of flawless skin. Her quest for beauty led her to Japan, where she underwent multiple procedures, but her relentless desire for perfection eventually led doctors to refuse further surgeries. Upon returning to Korea, Hang's appearance had changed so drastically that even her own parents didn't recognize her. Although she initially sought psychiatric help, she soon abandoned therapy in search of a surgeon willing to continue her treatments. She eventually found someone who supplied her with silicone injections and even provided her with the necessary equipment, including syringes for self-administration. When her supplies ran out, desperation drove her to an unimaginable extreme, injecting cooking oil into her face. This decision led to severe swelling, scarring, and permanent disfigurement. H's plight caught public attention, and she received donations aimed at restoring her original appearance, despite undergoing 10 additional surgeries to remove some of the injected substances and reduce the size of her face. Significant damage remains. Now in her 60s, Hang works in a second-hand clothing store and relies on state assistance. Number 14. Tara Reid. Tara Reid's journey through plastic surgery is both heartbreaking and illuminating, offering a stark view into the pitfall walls of cosmetic enhancements under the Hollywood spotlight. Once celebrated as an IT girl of the early 2000s, Tara's decision to undergo plastic surgery had unforeseen consequences that deeply impacted her career and self-esteem. Tara underwent breast augmentation and liposuction in 2004, which unfortunately resulted in highly publicized complications. These procedures resulted in less than satisfactory outcomes, with Tara herself describing her stomach as becoming the most ripple bulgy thing, which greatly impacted her self-confidence and career trajectory. She faced intense media scrutiny after a wardrobe malfunction during P. Diddy's 35th birthday party revealed the results of her botched surgeries. This incident left her with disfigurements that were brutally criticized online and in the press. Tara shared in interviews how these procedures not only affected her physical appearance but damaged her career, as she started losing roles she previously would have been considered for. The actress has spoken candidly about her struggles, expressing deep regret over her decision to modify her body through surgery. Despite these challenges, she underwent corrective surgeries and has worked to reclaim her confidence and public image. Number 13. Courtney Cox. Courtney Cox, once synonymous with the vibrant and youthful Monica Geller from Friends, found herself caught in the unforgiving spotlight of Hollywood beauty standards. Her journey with cosmetic procedures began as an attempt to keep up with the relentless pace of aging in the limelight. Over time, Courtney turned to fillers to maintain a youthful appearance, but this only led to a look she later regretted, confessing that she ended up looking really strange and not like herself. Realizing the impact of her altered appearance, which appeared more severe in photographs and affected how the public and she herself viewed her looks, Courtney decided to dissolve all her fillers. She spoke candidly about the relief she felt returning to a more natural look, emphasizing that she feels better looking like the person she was before the interventions. This shift was not just a physical reversal but a psychological one, as she embraced her natural aging process acknowledging the imperfections that come with it. In interviews, Courtney has shared her experiences and the lessons learned from her plastic surgery. Regrets. She highlighted the deceptive allure of cosmetic enhancements, which can start with a simple suggestion from a doctor and escalate into multiple procedures. Number 12. Priscilla Presley. Priscilla Presley, once celebrated for her timeless beauty and high-profile marriage to Elvis Presley, has unfortunately become a cautionary tale about the pitfalls of excessive plastic surgery. Over the years, Priscilla turned to cosmetic procedures to maintain her youthful appearance, but these efforts led to results that many, including Priscilla herself, have found distressing. In her journey through the world of cosmetic enhancements, Priscilla's experiences have been marked by a series of botched surgeries. One of the most severe incidents involved treatments from an unqualified practitioner who used low-grade silicone comparable to materials used in auto repairs, leading to disfiguring results. This practitioner was later imprisoned for his illegal practices, which left Priscilla and others with lasting physical marks and a host of complications. Reflecting on these experiences, Priscilla has openly expressed her regrets about the procedures, emphasizing how they escalated beyond her control. She described how each visit to different practitioners led to more recommendations for minor enhancements, which accumulated into a drastically altered appearance. This cycle continued until a close friend intervened, helping her realize the extent of her transformation. Number 11. Joe Tuna. Meet Joe Tuna, a Chinese social media sensation whose journey to stardom isn't about viral dances or catchy hashtags. Instead, her rise to fame on Weibo, a popular social media platform, has been fueled by a series of more than 100 plastic surgeries, beginning alarmingly at the age of 13. What started as a quest to escape schoolyard bullying, where she was mocked and burdened with demeaning tasks, turned into an obsession with transforming herself from an average teen into a living doll. Her first surgical endeavor, double eyelid surgery, was a turning point. Initially resistant, her parents eventually conceded funding the procedure. That sparked a significant change in how others perceived and treated her. This newfound acceptance propelled Joe into further altering her appearance, adopting procedures like ear cartilage rhinoplasty, Barbie eye surgery, breast implants, and liposuction. Despite the drastic slowdown in her surgical procedures due to the COVID-19 pandemic, Joe managed to undergo 20 additional surgery injuries just last year. The costs are staggering, with her parents shelling out over $620,000. Joe's determination even led her to threaten to quit school if her transformative journey was halted financially. While the surgeries have brought fame and a changed persona, they've not come without a heavy price. Joe suffers from severe side effects, including memory loss and permanent scarring, yet despite these hardships she maintains that the benefits, acceptance, and fame outweigh the risks. Number 10. Mickey. Rower Mickey R's journey through plastic surgery is not your typical celebrity quest for eternal youth. Instead, his surgeries were necessitated by severe facial injuries he sustained during his boxing career, not merely a desire to fend off the signs of aging. In the 1990s, Rower, already a well-known actor, pursued his long-standing passion for boxing by turning professional. His love for the sport began in his preteen years, and he had a notable amateur record, achieving 12 consecutive knockouts during the 1960s and 70s. His professional boxing Career was marked by success. He fought 8 times, winning 6 with 4 of those by knockout and drawing 2. However, the physical toll of the sport was harsh. Rower suffered 2 broken noses, a split tongue, a compressed cheekbone, and short-term memory loss. These injuries necessitated multiple reconstructive surgeries in an effort to restore his facial features. However, the outcomes of these surgeries were far from what he hoped. The cumulative effect of the reconstructive efforts, which included 5 nose operations and a procedure to repair his cheekbone, led to a drastically altered appearance. Today, Mickey Rowe's visage bears the signs of these surgical endeavors. His facial structure has changed significantly, with noticeable alterations that render him almost unrecognizable compared to his earlier days as a film star. The multiple procedures intended to repair damage have instead created a look that is markedly different from his original ruggedly handsome features. Regrettably, Rowe has himself expressed dissatisfaction with these results, particularly regretting his choice of surgeon for the crucial reconstructions. Number 9. Roji Narin Singh. Roji Narin Singh is a multi-talented American personality known for her acting, LGBT advocacy, writing, singing, and appearances on reality TV. She gained significant attention from her poignant story on the E! Entertainment show Botched. This series highlighted her arduous journey to remove dangerous cement-like substances that had been injected into her face, breasts, and hips by an unlicensed practitioner, a disastrous choice that led to severe health complications. Raj's story took a hopeful turn during her second appearance on Botched, where a substantial amount of the harmful material was successfully extracted, marking a significant milestone in her recovery process. In the late 90s, Roji embraced her identity as a transgender woman and began her transition, a brave step that affirmed her true self without overshadowing her identity. The ordeal began in 2005 when Roji sought the services of Anil Ron Morris, known in Miami's transgender community as the Duchess Morris, offered low-cost cosmetic procedures which were attractive alternatives to professional surgery. However, the substances used were anything but safe, comprising a dangerous mix of concrete, tire sealant, mineral oil, and glue. Far from the safe silicone Roji believed she was receiving, it took months before the grave reality of these injections became apparent as her body reacted with swelling and the formation of painful nodules. For years, the aftermath of these perilous procedures forced Roji into isolation, ashamed of her altered appearance and fearful of societal judgment. She withdrew from public life and hesitated to seek the necessary medical help to address the complications from these harmful injections. Number 8. Linda Evangelista. Linda Evangelista, a legendary Canadian fashion model, has graced over 700 magazine covers throughout her illustrious career. Despite her enduring beauty, Linda recently endured a challenging ordeal following a cosmetic procedure that she described as brutally disfiguring. Drawn to the promise of cool sculpting, a non-surgical fat reduction technique advertised as having no downtime, Linda was hopeful about targeting stubborn fat areas. This method, FDA cleared and generally effective, seemed ideal for someone who, by her own admission, was a little vain. Between 2015 and 2016, Linda participated in 7 cool sculpting sessions, anticipating positive results. However, the outcome was far from what she expected. 3 months post-treatment, instead of noticing a reduction in fat, Linda observed unusual bulges developing in her bra area, chin, and thighs. These areas not only enlarged but also hardened and became numb, indicating that the procedure had gone. A medical consultations led to a diagnosis of Paradoxical atopos hyperplasia, a rare condition that affects less than 1% of cool sculpting patients. This condition meant that typical methods like diet and exercise would not resolve her issue. Faced with this distressing outcome, Linda took legal action against Celtic Aesthetics Incorporated, the company behind cool sculpting, filing a lawsuit for $50 million in damages. Number 7. Katie Price. Katie Price, a standout English media personality and model, has been refreshingly candid about her extensive plastic surgery journey, a topic many celebrities shy away from. Unlike others who keep their cosmetic enhancements under wraps, Katie openly discusses her numerous procedures and the transformations she has embraced over the years, initially maintaining a natural look throughout her early modeling career. It wasn't until Katie turned 30 that she began experimenting with cosmetic surgery. Now at 46, she lives by a mantra of doing what makes her happy, unapologetically shaping her body and face to suit her desires. Her transformation kicked off in 1999 with a significant bust enhancement, moving from a 32B to a 32DD alongside refining her nose's shape. By 2006, Katie was boldly journeying towards becoming totally plastic, a phrase she proudly claimed. By 2011, her modifications didn't stop there. They became even more dramatic with time. In 2016, she opted for fuller lips and a smoother, shinier face. 2 years later, her changed appearance was so pronounced at the National Television Awards that she was almost unrecognizable. The scale of her surgeries continued to grow, with Katie undergoing annual breast augmentations. Starting in 2019, each implant is estimated to weigh about 4.4 pounds, a fact that has stirred concerns among medical professionals about the implications for her health. Dr. FX, among others, has voiced apprehensions regarding the frequency and magnitude of Katie's surgeries, suggesting these could pose significant health risks. Number 6. Jessica Alves. Jessica Alves, a Brazilian-British TV personality, has become well known for her extensive array of cosmetic surgery. Born on July 30, 1983 in São Paulo, Brazil, Jessica comes from a diverse background, with a Brazilian mother and a British father. Rosa Val Elvis. Her family's history traces back to European immigrants who moved to Brazil in the 1940s, initially engaging in agriculture before expanding into the supermarket, shopping mall and real estate sectors. Jessica recalls cherished memories of her grandfather, who would buy her Barbie dolls during her childhood. Identifying as feminine from a very early age, Jessica started expressing her gender identity through playing with dolls and cross-dressing. By the time she was 3 to 6 years old, she advocates for a society where gender does not dictate how individuals are categorized. During her adolescence, Jessica experienced a hormone imbalance that resulted in excessive estrogen production and the development of breast tissue, which unfortunately also led to bullying due to her distinct characteristics. Jessica's pursuit of her ideal self-image has led her through an extraordinary number of surgical procedures, totaling over 103 cosmetic operations by 2018, costing just over £500,000. This extensive surgical journey includes 51 plastic surgeries and multiple nose jobs, one of which unfortunately resulted in the loss of her sense of smell. Before we move on, here's today's subscriber pick. Simon Cowell. The formidable force behind TV hits like The X Factor and America's Got Talent. Recently made headlines not for his scathing critiques but for his startling physical transformation, known for his signature blunt honesty and iconic style. Simon opted for a series of cosmetic procedures in an attempt to retain his youthful visit. However, the aftermath was nothing short of dramatic, leaving him almost unrecognizable. This drastic change not only sparked concern among fans but even seemed to disturb his young son Eric. In response to the overwhelming feedback, Simon decided to reverse some procedures, removing certain fillers and adopting a healthier lifestyle to achieve a more natural appearance. We invite you to weigh in on Simon Cowell's transformation. What do you think of his new look? Would you consider cosmetic surgery to maintain a youthful look? Let us know in the comments section below. Number 5. Igor and Grichka Bogdanov. Igor and Grichka Bogdanov, the iconic twin brothers from France, made quite the transformation over the decades. Known for their sharp intelligence and striking features, they embarked on a notable journey from celebrated science fiction authors and television producers to subjects of public fascination due to their dramatic cosmetic surgeries. Originally charming with chiseled jaws, high cheekbones and piercing eyes, the Bogdanovs were once the heartthrobs of French television. However, as they approached their 50s in the late 90s, their appearance began to change remarkably, a shift that intensified in the following years. They underwent numerous procedures including cheek implants, Botox injections and lip fillers, altering their look so significantly that they eventually became barely recognizable. Despite the visible changes, the twins consistently denied undergoing any plastic surgery. They claimed their transformed appearances were the result of unspecified advanced technologies rather than cosmetic procedures. This denial only fueled more curiosity and speculation about the real extent of their surgeries. There are iconic new looks featured in appearances at high-profile venues like the Cannes Film Festival, where their pronounced cheekbones and altered facial structures stirred global attention. The transformations were so extensive that they were often described in media with a mix of awe and concern. Number 4. Tiffany Pard. Tiffany Pard, famously known as New York, has been a bold advocate for plastic surgery, embracing it openly despite its controversy. Her journey through cosmetic enhancements reflects both her personality and the pressures of the limelight. She underwent multiple surgeries, including breast augmentations, a facelift, and notably a significant rhinoplasty, which she felt was essential to make her face more harmonious. However, her experience wasn't without challenges. Tiffany faced health issues such as reduced sensitivity due to multiple nipple surgery (IES) and severe discomfort that led her to participate in the TV show Botched, where she sought to correct asymmetries and upgrade her implants. PD's candidness about her surgeries extends to discussing the not so glamorous side of cosmetic enhancements. She has been open about her struggles with breast implant illness, which led to symptoms like chronic diarrhea, nausea, and weakness, eventually culminating in her decision to remove her implants, a process she shared on Botched. Number 3. Joan Van Ark. Joan Van Ark, an acclaimed actress known for her roles in TV shows and films, has often chosen to remain tight-lipped about her plastic surgery experiences during interviews. However, a comparison between her older photographs and more recent ones strongly indicates that she may have undergone multiple cosmetic procedures. In earlier photos, Joan showcased a more natural aesthetic, whereas recent images reveal her skin to be considerably tighter. This visual shift has led experts to speculate that Joan might have received a variety of Treatments these could include face lifts, collagen injections, cheek implants, Botox, and possibly even a brow lift, each contributing to her changed appearance. In 2020, an observer noted that Jan's facial features appeared unusually altered, describing them as almost melting. This observation aligns with the opinion of plastic surgeon Dr. Anthony Yoon, who suggests that Joan's dramatic transformation could be the result of extensive plastic surgery. He hypothesizes that she might have undergone one or two facelifts, which would explain the overly tightened appearance of her neck and jawline. Additionally, Dr. Yoon pointed out her wrinkle-free smooth forehead, likely the result of Botox treatments and a brow lift. While there is no official confirmation from Joan herself regarding any surgical procedures, the significant changes observed and the speculation from professionals lend credence to the idea that she may have pursued surgical enhancements. Number 2. Sharon Osbourne. Sharon Osbourne, widely known for her candid conversations about her cosmetic enhancements, has declared an end to her plastic surgery adventures. The turning point came after a distressing facelift in 2021, which Sharon humorously yet unhappily described as leaving her looking like an effing cyclops. This experience, particularly in her 70s, made her reconsider the risks associated with further surgeries. Sharon revealed that the last procedure, which lasted 5.5 hours, left her feeling terrible, even causing concern over the asymmetry of her eyes, which she pointed out to her surgeon. Despite this decision to step away from cosmetic surgery, Sharon's history with enhancements is extensive. In her 2013 autobiography, Unbreakable, she openly discusses her numerous cosmetic endeavors, including adjustments, rejuvenations, peels, laser treatments, veneers, and more, always striving to feel her best whenever she felt necessary. Number 1. Janice Dickinson. Janice Dickinson, often dubbed the world's first supermodel, has had a long and tumultuous relationship with plastic surgery. Over the years, Janice has openly discussed undergoing multiple procedures, including facelifts, breast implants, tummy tucks, liposuction, and Botox injections. Despite her high-profile status, these surgeries have often resulted in a look that sparked both controversy and concern among her fans and the public. Starting her journey into cosmetic enhancements at the age of 32 with breast enlargement, Janice's quest for perfection has been driven by a harsh critique from her father during her childhood, compelling her to continually seek ways to alter her appearance. This endeavor has cost her significantly, both financially and emotionally, leading to bankruptcy in 2013 due to overwhelming debts, including those for cosmetic procedures. Janice's experiences on the reality TV show Botched highlight the complications and challenges of corrective plastic surgery. She returned to the show to address issues with a 30-year-old breast augmentation, showcasing the long-term implications of earlier cosmetic decisions. Her surgeries have not only been a physical ordeal but have also placed her under immense psychological stress, evidenced by her challenging behavior during treatments, as noted by her surgeons. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.